Barcelona transfer drama explodes. Why hasn't FC Barcelona signed Marcus Rashford yet? Despite a €30 million agreement already in place with Manchester United. According to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, the deal is far from done, and the real problem is not the player, but the clubs. In this video we break down everything. Why Barcelona are delaying the Rashford deal. The financial tension with Manchester United. Hansi Flick's role in the transfer. New midfield targets like Kees Smit. And the uncertain futures of Ansu Fati and Héctor. This is the full inside story of Barcelona's chaotic summer plans. Fabrizio Romano reveals why Barcelona aren't signing Marcus Rashford from Man United. Fabrizio Romano has provided a comprehensive update on Marcus Rashford and his proposed transfer from Manchester United to Barcelona. Marcus Rashford joined FC Barcelona on a season-long loan that includes a €30 million option to make the deal permanent, and the club is keen to secure him on a full transfer. The player has already agreed on personal terms with the La Liga side, while Manchester United are open to letting him go. Head coach Hansi Flick is also eager to keep Rashford as part of his attacking plans for next season. Despite this, there has been ongoing speculation surrounding the deal, with frequent reports suggesting complications, delays, or even the possibility of the transfer collapsing altogether. Cutting through the waffle, transfer guru Fabrizio Romano has now revealed exactly what is going on with the move, and why so far, there is no club-to-club agreement despite the presence of the pre-agreed €30 million option to buy. Barcelona are in agreement with Rashford and his camp over contract terms, began Romano when reporting on his YouTube channel. So the player will be happy to stay. Barcelona are happy to continue with Rashford. Hansi Flick is happy with his performances. But then there is the club-to-club. That means that they have to trigger the €30 million buy option clause. Because Man United keep telling to Barcelona, €30M, pay the buy option clause or we can welcome back Rashford and decide, maybe selling to another club or staying. Who knows who is going to be the manager. There are several factors, so that's the story on Marcus Rashford. Then Barcelona on their side want to restructure the agreement with Man United. They hope to be able to reach an agreement on a different structure. So Barcelona want to find a creative way to reach an agreement with Man United. At the moment, Man United are not opening doors to these solutions. They want the €30 million. So at the moment there is no agreement between Man United and Barcelona. Rashford has an agreement with Barca, but not yet club to club. Barcelona have started to draw up their plans for the summer transfer window, and one area that could be addressed is midfield. It's looking increasingly likely that Marc Casado will depart, and if that happens he will need to be replaced. Bernardo Silva has been linked in recent weeks, but one of the players that Barcelona have been following this season is Kees Smit. The AZ Alkmaar midfielder has been one of Europe's rising stars, and it is taken for granted that he will make a big move during the summer transfer window. FC Barcelona have a slight edge in the race for Kees Smit, mainly because the young midfielder is a fan of the club. In addition, his national team coach Ronald Koeman believes that a move to Catalonia would be the right step for his development. He even compared Smit's style to a blend of Frenkie de Jong and Pedri, highlighting his high potential while noting that he still needs more experience and regular game time. However, despite this advantage, Smit is not currently one of Barcelona's top priorities. That situation could change as the transfer window approaches, but for now, other targets are ahead of him on their list. Meanwhile, Real Madrid are also strongly interested and see him as a serious option to strengthen their midfield. If Smit does make the move to Spain, it currently seems more likely that he could end up at the Bernabeu rather than at Barcelona. It will be interesting to see where Smit ends up in the summer. Barcelona would have a good chance of landing him if they made a concrete move, but given their financial limitations and the fact that other positions are being prioritized, it would be unlikely that they pay the money needed to get a deal done. Barcelona loanee eager to return after 3 months out with injury. Héctor was one of the few youngsters who left FC Barcelona on loan during the summer transfer window. The 19-year-old La Masia graduate signed for Elche, managed by Eder Sarabia, where he has had a difficult season. After all, just when he was gaining prominence in the team, Fort was sidelined with a serious shoulder injury that required him to undergo surgery. Fort eager to get back on the pitch. Indeed, Fort has been out of action since late December, working on his recovery at the Barcelona facilities. However, after 3 months, the young right-back has finally received his medical clearance and is expected to be available for selection for Elche when they take on Atletico Madrid next Wednesday. Buoyed by his imminent return, Fort could not hide his eagerness to get back to playing for Elche. "I'm very happy, I was really looking forward to it. It's been a long 3 months, But the important thing is that I'm back now, the Barcelona loanee told Elche's official media, as quoted by Mundo Deportivo. Fort added that the injury was a real cold shower, after having started several matches and becoming an important player. In the end, things happen when you least expect them or when you're at your best. I had to accept it as quickly as possible with the help of my partner, family and friends. That made it easier to get through, explained Fort. The right back also confirmed that he feels very good physically, as the shoulder injury did not prevent him from continuing leg work. Fort has made 12 appearances for Elche this season, scoring and assisting 2 goals. Interestingly, his name is being talked up as a possible makeweight that Barcelona could offer to Inter Milan as part of the deal for Alessandro Bastoni in the summer. Ansu Fati's potential permanent move from FC Barcelona to AS Monaco is facing complications, despite the French club's interest in keeping him. Monaco are willing to trigger the €11 million buy option included in his deal, but the main obstacle lies in agreeing personal terms with the player. His salary is proving to be a major issue, as he currently earns more than what Monaco can realistically afford. At the moment, Barcelona are still covering part of his wages, making the overall package too expensive for the Ligue 1 side. If Fati wants to stay at Monaco, he will likely need to accept a significant pay cut. While the club appreciates him and wants to keep him, they are not prepared to stretch their finances or overpay to complete the deal. It is also worth noting that Fati recently extended his contract with Barcelona until 2028, which adds another layer of complexity to the situation and gives the Spanish club more control over his future. It's thought that Fati would need to accept a substantial pay cut to stay or will otherwise end up going back to Barcelona in the summer. The report also claims that if Fati does end up agreeing to join Monaco, the transfer would include a buyback clause for Barca of around €28 million. Barcelona have a number of contract situations to resolve in the lead-up to the summer transfer window, and of them is Hansi Flick's. The German manager's current deal expires in 2027, but there is hope that he can be convinced to remain at the Spotify Camp Nou for an additional 12 months at the very least. Barcelona president-elect Joan Laporta has already scheduled talks with Flick, which these due to take place once the season is over. However, there is already a verbal agreement in place for him to sign until 2028, as MD have advanced, although nothing will be signed until the Catalans' on-field efforts are complete. Flick and his agent Pini Zahavi have a very close relationship with Laporta, as well as sporting director Deco. It's expected that talks will go smoothly, which is why Barcelona are keen to add an extension clause into the impending agreement. Specifically, they want to have the chance for Flick to stay up until the summer of 2029. This would be done using a clause that would become active in the event that Flick's Barcelona achieves certain objectives during the 2027-28 season. For example, if they were to win La Liga again, it would automatically extend the manager's contract by an additional 12 months. No-brainer for Barcelona to extend Flick's stay. Since arriving as Xavi Hernandez's replacement in the summer of 2024, Flick has breathed new life into Barcelona. They are set for back-to-back La Liga titles, and although they have failed to claim that elusive Champions League crown, the signs are there that they will be able to break their duck sooner rather than later. The news that Flick will be staying until at least 2028 will certainly be welcomed very warmly by Barcelona supporters, who have taken very well to the head coach since his arrival in Catalonia. They will hope he can continue to make the first team better and better as the years go on. So, will Marcus Rashford finally join FC Barcelona permanently, or will this deal collapse because of financial demands from Manchester United? With contract issues, transfer targets, and decisions from Hansi Flick shaping the future, Barcelona's summer is set to be massive. Let me know in the comments. Should Barcelona pay the €30 million for Rashford or walk away? Like for more transfer updates, subscribe for daily football news, and share this with every Barca fan.